Join us as Jared informs us of the comics that inspired the new James Gunn Superman and the Marvel's Fantastic Four. Taja tests our knowledge on Zaddies, and we get to do a fan-voted superhero draft. All on this episode of... What's my lane again?
It's an animated show.
Cartoon.
I don't watch cartoons.
I'll be more prepared next time.
Yeah, it's called the Baby Chicken 2000. It comes up Baby Chicken.
I go by the PG-13 rules. I get 2 f***s in a...
Are these historically accurate?
I think we should call this segment What Not to Watch.
Completely unqualified pop culture opinion. Hi, and welcome to another episode of What's My Lane Again? I'm Chris.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Jared.
I'm Sean.
Today we're going to do a theme of superheroes. So we're going to be discussing everything from Fantastic Four to the new Superman coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And some news about DC Executive Board, which apparently isn't all that new, but Jared had just informed us, and it was pretty cool news. We also have a couple games to play, and we're going to do another bracket game.
Yeah.
Right?
Draft.
Draft.
Why do I always want to say bracket?
Bracket was like the one we did with the Star Wars thing.
Yes, that was bracket.
That was bracket.
Where
Yes.
we choose the winner.
Football draft.
Yeah.
But superhero movies and
Correct.
shows.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we're doing a
Chris
bracket.
is not a sports fan.
No, well, they knew that. We'd actually saved that other episode. They'd really know I wasn't a sports fan. Although I did hear Supersonics are making the playoffs.
They're in the
Finals?
Finals.
In
NBA
the
Finals.
Supersonics are in the finals.
So who are they against?
Pacers.
And then they played the Pistons last night?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Who did they play last night?
Pistons.
The Pacers played the Knicks.
Knicks.
Knicks. And they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, I know that.
The New York Knickerbockers.
New York Knickerbockers.
One of the original NBA teams.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of you, when he says Sonics, he means the Thunder.
Yeah.
He just realized that they moved
And I guarantee you,
2 decades ago.
I still don't know their names. Like, every time it goes up, like, the Supersonic, who's that? And I'm like, I don't remember what the new name is. They're Kansas?
Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oklahoma City.
Tornado Belt, something. Oklahoma City Thundercats?
Mm-hmm. I think that sounds right.
Isn't there something before the Thunder?
Just Thunder.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
I swear someone had told me that there's something before the Thunder or after the Thunder. Like, they
Nope.
go by the Great Thunder or the
Nope.
Crashing
No.
Thunder.
Was
Nope.
it on
It's just
Smallville?
Thunder.
Ooh, Smallville.
That-
I'm on season
Oh,
season
God. Thanks, Tasha.
Sorry. No, because every single time we walk into our family room, if he has the TV, I don't know why we all bother asking. Oh, what are you watching?
Yeah, but I'm on the end of season 7 now. There's only like 3 more seasons, so I'm almost done. So it won't be, and then I'm going to move on to Lois and Clark.
Oh, God. The old school.
So that's only 4 seasons, so I should finish that like in no time.
That's good because it's the summer of Superman right now.
It is the summer of Superman.
And which I'm also starting. I was gonna get into that. I'm gonna read a bunch of Superman comics.
There you go.
Getting ready for the.
Are you gonna read the new James Gunn Superman is based on?
What new one?
No, the movie. Are you gonna be reading the comics that it's based
Yes.
on? Which is
Yeah, I have a segment about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I might
And the Fantastic Four.
stepping on your toes.
It's alright.
Okay.
Put
Oh,
it
why'd
up.
you get into it? I mean, since we're already talking about Smallville and the best show ever.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Jared, what's your segment on?
So if people that are interested in seeing Superman and Fantastic Four
Mhm.
and want to know a little bit more about the source material and what inspired the movies,
Mhm.
we'll start with Superman as that comes out first, July 11th. So, and James Gunn actually put together a collection of the 4 books that he basically used for the inspiration for the movie, and he sold it as like a box set on their DC website.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's
And it's
smart.
I know it was on there. It's probably still available on the DC shop.
You
So
can just find out what the 4 books were and just read it on the DC app.
yeah, so that's what I was going to go through. If you want to just read them, obviously separately, you can digitally or however. Well, first of all, one that wasn't in his collection was Action Comics #1 from 1938, which, if you don't know, was the first appearance of Superman. which I actually read yesterday because I'm starting my Superman readathon right now. So I'm going to read all these books.
How bad was it?
It was pretty bad. And there's so much that they didn't mention Krypton. They didn't mention, he was actually just an orphan found on the side of the road. And went to an orphanage. So there was no like Ma and Pa Kent, but he just got the name Clark Kent somehow. He was just strong. He couldn't fly in the first issue. He could just jump.
Yeah.
Well, he jumped because he was running on power cables.
Power cables, sorry.
So he was strong and he could jump. He didn't have any of the other powers yet. So they kind of, and Christopher talked about this, they kind of just added powers as it was needed for the story.
Sure.
Like, how's he going to defeat this villain? Oh, well, now he has laser eyes and whatever. So, but
And they made the most OP superhero ever.
yeah, and he didn't even have the
It's also in the 1930s.
in the interior pages. He didn't even have
was cool.
the interior pages. He didn't even have the S on his chest. It was just a yellow triangle, and then they had the S on the cover, but not on the interior work. So they added, but of course it wasn't an anthology series, Action Comics, which it was a bunch of different stories in one. It wasn't just Superman. So I mean, obviously, I don't think they ever knew that it was going to be turned into what it was and be like the first superhero.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like they just kind of threw a bunch of stuff together and put it out there. But it's, so I'm starting all the way from the beginning. I have a book from DC's finest, Superman. So it's all the Action Comics and then starts from Superman #1, which goes back into his origin, which I think that's when they'll get into more like his where he's from and get a little bit more where they actually like maybe we should think of a better backstory for this character.
I love the fact that he has books.
Yeah.
He has physical books.
What was I saying?
Just a couple.
Hey, Jared, are we getting any kickbacks from DC for all the merch, all the promotion you're giving them?
Yeah,
No.
so far we've discussed the James Gunn package you can buy on DC, the anthology of the Superman.
Sure, yeah.
Hey, DC, why not
DC, if
give
you're
us
listening.
some money?
Yeah, right.
Take it.
Yeah. But no, you can get these. You can find them online for free
I mean,
on Hoopla.
with all our viewers, we might sell a book.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm not getting any royalties, but I like to let people know what's out there and
But most
kind of thing.
origin stories were that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
you
Even
didn't get the origins we know. As
Yeah.
Yeah.
today.
because Batman started the same
Batman.
way in
Yeah.
Detective Comics, which was just a detective anthology.
Yeah.
And they just came up with this character, and then they just figured it out as they went along.
But I was like really surprised that like Joker shows up at the very beginning.
Mhm.
He's like one of the first villains.
Yep. Yeah.
Catwoman
And
showed up. And
Yep, and Lois Lane was in Action Comics #1. She was there
Yeah.
from the very beginning, and he's the reporter and everything. So
Yep.
some of the stuff they kept from the beginning, but they definitely added stuff.
Oh yeah.
So going forward, some more recent stuff. All-Star Superman by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely is on that list. So All-Star Superman, and then the next one would be Superman of All Seasons. Superman for All Seasons, which is from the people who did Long Halloween, Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. So that one is going through the different seasons. So they start with spring, fall, summer, and there's a kind of a different theme. So each one kind of revolves around that season. The next one is Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, which is by Alan Moore. So I haven't read that one yet. I don't know exactly what it's
So I think that's the one
about.
that has the androids in it, the robots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's so it's a tale of Superman's last adventure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of him as as he's getting towards the end of being Superman, and so I mean, once I read it, and I'll give you guys a little bit better. I haven't got to that part yet.
Maybe I'll read them too.
Yeah,
Prepare for.
I'll send you the
When did you say Superman comes out? July, right?
July 11th.
When's Fantastic Four come out?
July.
I'll tell you that when I get to my Fantastic Four section.
Yeah.
I think double check.
Good night, everyone.
It's July 25th, I believe.
Okay.
It's like 2 weeks after Superman.
Right.
Oh shit. And the last one would be Kingdom Come by Mark Waid and the amazing Alex Ross. His art in that is awesome. It's basically like Superman, Batman, all those heroes have been retired for a long time, and they have to come back and take on the new guard, the new heroes and villains and stuff. So it's like he has gray hair and actually the suit the symbol for the new Superman is actually from the Kingdom Come symbol. That S is from that one. So those are the recommended Superman comics if you want to read a little bit more about the inspiration for the movie. Any questions?
No, but it sounds like a lot of them are. That's kind of funny though. Like
Well, apparently, when you have questions, you yell at us.
Well, about Superman, you're jumping ahead.
Well, I was going to say that it sounds like a lot of them are based around the comics that inspired him were based around when he was older, Superman, which is kind of funny.
A couple of them, yeah.
Yeah, the two of them, yeah.
Because he's definitely newer Superman. Like,
yeah.
like in the trailer, like they're like,
well, you can.
He's been around, obviously it seems, but like it's still like the world trying to figure out where he fits in it, and governments don't like him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's just gonna be elements from each one, not that necessarily complete storylines from these, but he's taking elements from them for sure.
Yeah.
July 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next would be Fantastic Four: First Steps, which comes out July 25th. So for comic book references, you gotta go back a ways as well, and I did read these comics as well. First, obviously, Fantastic Four first appeared in Fantastic Four #1 from 1961 by Marvel Comics. So that just gives you kind of the origin of them. But if you want to, since we have Silver Surfer in this new one as well, I read, and Galactus is going to be in it. From 1966, Fantastic Four issues 48 through 50 is called the Galactus Trilogy. You get the first appearance of Silver Surfer and the first appearance of Galactus. It's a 3-issue series. It was actually really good. The only thing I have a problem with Golden Age comics is they're very wordy, and they, for whatever reason, they like describe what was going on in the picture in the little caption boxes. Instead of you just looking at the picture and they're like, okay, that's what they're doing. They'd be like, well, now our Fantastic Four, yeah, it's sometimes it's like that. It's like that stuff. It's like they're in Fantastic Woman's force field. Like, well, I can see that, you know.
Right.
So, but I don't. So, I mean, newer comics, they just let the artwork kind of speak for itself and have dialogue. Huh?
Did you call her Fantastic Woman?
Miss what I called her?
They're in Fantastic Woman's force field.
What's her name? Sue Storm.
The Invisible Woman.
Invisible Woman. Yeah, well, she's married to Mr. Fantastic, so she's Miss Fantastic.
Is she gonna be married to him in this one?
Yeah, they're having.
Don't they have a child in this
she's
one?
pregnant.
Oh, she's pregnant already?
Yeah, it's
they're jumping like really fast.
It's in the trailer, yeah. They're already like well established into being the Fantastic Four.
As the Fantastic Four?
Mm-hmm.
So
Did you watch the trailer?
Kind of.
They're already like in uniform. They got their Fantastic Four car and everything.
Assuming that we were gonna.
They got the Baxter Building.
So I'm assuming the backstory is going to be like a flashback.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming too.
So, anyways, sorry.
Yeah, and then they're going to have Robert Downey Jr. show up as Dr. Doom.
Probably. But yeah, that's the only problem I have with those older Golden Age ones. It's just like, they felt the need to over-explain everything. But, that was how it was back then.
You guys been hearing anything on the internet about, I guess they've done some screenings of Fantastic Four?
Bad?
And there's some rumors that it's not getting best reaction from fans? Or from previews?
That doesn't surprise me. Marvel fans seem to be jaded now. It just seems like everything comes out, they're like, oh, eat it. I mean, granted, I've always been saying I don't like their casting. And so I'm going to go in with an open mind and give them a chance. But off the view, I hate the casting. It just, again, I like Pedro Pascal, the old Zaddy.
Zaddy.
I just don't like him cast as Mr. Fantastic. I mean, granted, I know it was like fan casting and it was like probably really hard, and they did it for Doctor Strange, but I wish they would have gotten John Krasinski back. He would have been a perfect Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think Krasinski probably did want to
sign up for 28 movies. Yeah, he was probably like, I'm good with one. You disassembled me, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I think, and Pascal's already used to being in Disney contracts. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. It's like, one show ends, I'm in another 20 shows. Movies.
If you talk to Downey, he gets a good paycheck, so
Yeah.
I don't blame Pascal. Be like, I'll take Disney money. Like, give me my entire career.
Now, do you think it was Downey just wasn't getting any movies after he was done with Iron Man? And like, all right, fine, I'll come back.
Oh, I think the paycheck was just huge. I mean, they haven't released it yet, but I mean, they probably won't release it until after the movies come out. But
How much do you need? I mean, I'm pretty sure he made a good penny off all the Iron Man
yeah.
Marvels.
100%.
Not to mention his wife is like a producer who does a whole bunch of
It
different
was supposedly
movies.
in the couple $100 million.
He's doing another Sherlock Holmes movie. He's doing...
Oh, I like those movies.
How do you do?
Those are good.
Jude Law. So, it better be worth it. It better not just be a money grab.
Yeah.
We better watch that movie and go, okay, now I can see why they brought Downey back.
We'll see.
Yeah. So, Jared, what else comic books
You in
should
a
we
hurry?
read? No.
All right.
But you're just
Got a
sitting
couple
there
more.
like...
No, after we went out the fucking rails again, that's fine. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. I was just waiting. I'd get back to it. No worries. All right, I got a couple more. So still sticking in the 1960s because there's just a lot of material, but Fantastic Four number 13, which is one issue, could be some inspiration. We might get a couple characters from there. One is the Watcher, and another one might be a little bit of a spoiler, but I think they've already released the casting, the Red Ghost, which I don't really know anything about. You guys hear who's playing the Red Ghost?
What's his name?
Yeah, that guy. Paul Rudd.
That's it. No, not Paul Rudd. Ant-Man. Well, that's what people are joking when they show that scene of the Fantastic Four when it's Galactic walking through the neighborhood or walking through the city, and they're like, "It's not Galactic, it's Ant-Man."
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Who is it?
John Malkovich.
That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in it. He's confirmed to be in it, but I don't know anything about the Red Ghost. That's an old character that I've never read. I didn't read this issue, but I was looking up some inspiration for it, and it could be potentially. The other one, if you want more of a modern take, Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four run from 2019 is also going to be pulled for inspiration, or was pulled for inspiration for this movie. So if you want to get into the closer to out of the 60s and into the current times, check out the Fantastic Four run by Jonathan Hickman.
I mean, visually, it obviously is inspired by 60s, so it makes sense that the comics are the older ones.
Yeah.
Because visually, it's definitely
Oh yeah,
inspired by that.
hell yeah. You can totally tell that. Just the scene where they're having breakfast or whatever, the kitchen scene. I mean, granted, it's 60s view of like the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like Fallout.
Correct. Yeah, it looks like
Fallout.
Fallout.
Yeah, it's like the past, but also futuristic at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
Fallout is.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took like the appliances and electronics of that time, but then made them what they would do today.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You had the avocado green refrigerator, but it also talked to you and served you food.
Right.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. So that's it for the comics. I would recommend reading if you want to.
I am going to read the Superman ones.
Yeah.
Probably not the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I mean, you could read I would just recommend those 3 issues, 48 through 50, just if you want to see the
The Red Ghost.
first appearance. No, that's the first appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus, which is pretty good. I mean, and then that's when Galactus banishes Silver Surfer to Earth. He can't leave because he
Stops him.
he overthrows basically Galactus. Well, Galactus is kind of like, oh, okay, I'll leave. That was kind of how it. Not
Wait,
the.
is Silver Surfer
It
in the
kinda
movie a girl?
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, it's actually it's normally Norman Rad is the Silver Surfer, and then his love, or his wife or whatever was Shala Bal. Yeah, but now they're switching, so it's going to be Shala Bal is going to be the Silver Surfer, and not Norman Rad. So they're just switching. They're just taking a different character and making her the Silver Surfer.
One thing I'm kind of worried about, or not worried about, but I think it's kind of weird, is like, I'm not a humongous Fantastic Four reader, but like, Galactus is a pretty big villain.
Yeah.
Like, he's like Avenger level like villain. For them to use him like as their first one seems kind of weird.
Well, I like when they always show like Galactics and shows and movies walking through a city. I mean, the dude is the size like
Of a building.
planet is basically the size of his chest. I mean, that's what he does. He eats planets.
Yeah.
And so it always throws me off when they show him like walking on a planet.
Right. Well, and the way they describe what he does is not exactly. He doesn't eat planets. He has this machine. He absorbs all of the water in the entire planet, and then they basically then the planet just dies. Yeah. So he takes all the water and converts that into energy, and then he leaves, and the planet dies because there's no water.
Photosynthesis.
Oh, okay.
He
So-
performs photosynthesis of the
So
sun.
he commits like mass genocide.
Yeah.
They're, like, not even like he has the night.
He doesn't even give them like 50%.
Well,
yeah, well, that's the-
killed him instantly. He makes them have the slow death of no water.
Right. Well, normally, because the Silver Surfer is like his herald, so he goes out and he looks for the planets.
Yeah.
And he usually finds ones that don't have any life on it. And then he just happened to come upon Earth and was doing his thing, and then he meets some human, and he sees, he gets like struck by humanity, and is like, we can't do this. These people are good and all this. So then that's why he basically changes sides and decides that Galactus can't take everything. So yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Well,
Oh, that's been our show. Thanks. Just kidding.
well,
Good night, everyone.
yeah. Well, speaking of Fantastic Four and Pedro Pascal, as I said last episode, we will be playing a game called Who's Your Zaddy?
You've been talking about this for like 4 episodes. You
Yes.
wanted to do this.
So we will
Right
be.
up there with my Smallville. Smallville and Zaddies.
Yes, that's our podcast, Smallville and Zaddies. But we are gonna play a game today
And
called
Burger.
Who's Your Zaddy? I have my example. So I'm gonna give you 3 character names, and you need to tell me who that actor is, and how I want you. You have to say. You have to say their name, their full name.
Do we have to say
Wait.
answer it in who is?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do that no matter what, so it doesn't matter.
No.
Okay.
But we have to. Okay, so you're going to give 3 characters, and we have to know the actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Are we?
you guys should get this.
Are we
The
dinging?
2 wives got it, so I
No.
put it on my mom.
No,
and texted them.
actually,
Oh, the 2 wives got.
no. Sean's wife said that she didn't get any of them
Yeah.
right.
Sean's wife said it was hard.
She said it was hard and she didn't know any of them.
Your wife got it, and Kira, they got some.
My wife got all
Alright.
the other stuff that they didn't get either. Which
So are we each getting to answer, or are we dinging in and one person
Dinging
answers?
in.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is the example.
We have to let you finish the question, right?
Yes.
Dylan just
You
blurted
need
out.
me to let you. I need to name 3 names because I did put in stuff here that trips you up. Okay,
So the characters. All right, got it.
The Mandalorian, Mr. Fantastic, Joel Miller.
Ding, ding, ding.
Go.
Pedro Pascal.
Yes, that's your example. That's what it's like. Okay.
Do you need a Zaddy Pascal?
There
Zaddy
you go.
Pascal.
Is that how we have to answer?
No, you don't have
Oh
to.
God.
Yeah, I'd rather not say that.
Zaddy.
Okay, you guys ready? We're starting.
I guess.
Here we go. For real now.
Yeah. Gomez Adams, Moon Knight, Poe Dameron.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Isaac. No, wait. Oscar Isaac.
Yes.
What's Gomez Adams?
Yeah, the
What?
animated series.
Oh, we're doing voices too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
All right.
voices in here.
There's voices in my head.
Too many.
Why can't you let me add a score? Add his score.
Oh, yeah, like a fancy scorekeeping.
Yeah, it's not letting me
Well,
add his score though.
that's okay. You just give it to me.
Give you the point? Yeah,
Yeah.
give him the point. Doesn't mean anything. Can you stop making faces at the camera?
I mean, yeah. If we win, do we really want to be proud
Oh,
that
there
we
we go.
won the Zaddy game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the
Um,
points mean so much. We have, I don't
Yeah.
even know why we're keeping score. 'Cause
Yeah, we need to figure out
what are we gonna do at the end of the year?
We don't
Gotta have
know.
a
We'll
prize.
figure that out.
Oh, that would be a good little trophy. We should do something.
We should make a trophy.
And
right?
for the loser, like we were talking,
All
fantasy
all
football. The
all
loser has to
losers-
do something
The
too.
losers have to take the winner out for lunch. His choice. Root for us.
Okay. You guys ready?
Listening.
Kyle Bradford, Scott Summers, Jack Booty.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
James Marsden.
Yeah. He's doing good, guys.
What was the last name you said?
It's the president.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Which one?
The last name was the president from Paradise?
Yeah.
Jack
Yeah.
Booty?
No, yeah, what was it? Who's Jack Booty?
That's Hangover.
He's in The Hangover?
He's in The Hangover?
I believe so. That's what I think I got him from The Hangover.
I don't remember him in The Hangover.
I just know Cyclops. As soon as you said that, I know who it was.
Like,
He's the only one that's ever played Cyclops.
Okay, you guys
In live
ready?
action, anyways.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne, Danny Ocean,
Ding, ding,
Mr. Fox.
ding,
ding, ding, ding.
I'm gonna give it to him
Okay.
because you interrupted
I was early.
me.
I was early.
So,
George Clooney.
yes.
He's a Zaddy?
He's a Zaddy.
Okay. Seems a little old for you guys, but okay.
Okay.
George Clooney's not old for me. He's very distinguished.
Okay, ready, guys? Garrett, Jason Lone, Arthur Curry.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Go ahead.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. The other people didn't get
He's
that.
not that old, though, is he? I mean, I guess he's in his 40s. I guess that counts, right?
We're talking about,
They
these
were-
are Zaddies to Gen Z, so
That's
She
true.
explained it last
That's
night.
true.
Yeah, it was really weird how she explained it. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean they have to have children.
No,
They just have to be a
just an
certain
older guy.
Yeah.
it's an older guy. That's why I was like,
I mean, Jason
George
Momoa.
Clooney is probably a little too old for a Gen Zer, but you know.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Sugar daddy now, thanks.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's a new sugar daddy.
It's a new era. Go ahead.
Yeah. Zach Lodge, Phil, Rocket.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
I know, I was blinking.
I know who it was.
I'm losing this game.
I like this game. Let's go. I need a point.
We found a game that
I
Sarah
finally found a
Bennett.
game I'm good at.
Jared
Zaddies.
knows his Zaddies.
I guess I
There
do.
goes his Zaddies.
Guess I know my Zaddies.
Okay. The Grinch,
Ding, ding, ding.
Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Stephen Strange.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
I know that. Go ahead. Say it at the same time. You just said his name earlier, right?
No, I didn't see his name early, and I just went
The
like,
Grinch.
yeah, he was the voice in the animated.
It's Jim Carrey. Or no,
No,
he
no,
was
no,
the
no,
live
no.
action.
Oh.
No, it's I lost his name.
Do you know, Sean?
What were the names again?
It's the
Dr.
Grinch.
Strange.
Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Stephen Strange.
Stephen.
Stephen Strange.
Oh,
Oh,
I know what it is. Go ahead, Sean.
No, go
You
ahead.
know, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict.
I was blinking.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
My brain isn't working today.
Stephen Strange.
Stephen Strange.
Steven.
You
Steven Stephen.
don't care.
Could go either.
'Kay.
I mean,
Memphis, P.T. Barnum, Logan.
ding,
What?
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah?
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I believe it's pronounced huge, Jackman.
Huge Jackman. Huge Jackman. Are you guys gonna play, or I'll let
No,
you
I
get
don't
this.
remember these names. My mind is like not working today. Like none of these.
I'm not as fast at names as
Yeah, and the actors' names are just not coming to me.
Yeah.
And like it comes to me when you go ding ding ding. I'm like, it's a huge Jack.
Nolan Booth, Hal Jordan, Chris Brander.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yep. I didn't use any of his recent stuff. If no one is.
Yeah, Hal Jordan was good.
Yeah. You should have used Guy.
I would have given it away. I would have.
Hal
But
Jordan gave it away. Hasn't that many Hal Jordans?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what the new Lanterns.
I've chosen to forget that movie, so
Jeffrey Goins, Keith, Ladybug.
I don't know. I know that the first name sounds familiar. The other two, I have no idea.
Can you say
Ladybug.
Jeffrey Goins, Keith, Ladybug.
No clue. Ladybug. Keith. Someone whose name was just Keith.
Ding, ding, ding. Do I get deducted a point if I get it wrong?
No.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
No.
Just taking a guess.
I know 2 of the movies on here. You know them.
Ladybug is what's like.
Yeah, Ladybug's just throwing
What
me
the
off.
hell is that?
I don't know.
Like,
Keith,
oh,
I'm just randomly-
Keith too, but
I'm like, they would know who Rodney Dangerfield is, so...
Ladybugs. Remember that? Oh, that's a deep cut right there. That movie.
Alright, you don't understand that.
All right.
Jonathan Brandis.
Ladybug is from. I'm gonna give you a hint. Ladybug is from Bullet Train.
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Yes.
What's Keith?
Oh.
What's Keith from?
The imaginary friend he played in If.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh,
I don't know.
Wait,
Yeah.
he was in If?
Yeah, he played
Shoot.
Keith.
Oh, I don't remember that.
All right.
Okay.
Rob's on probably like the most random roles of his.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
That's right. Sandra Bullock calls him Ladybug.
In the Bullet Train?
Yeah.
I still gotta watch that movie.
It's his
Oh my
movie.
god, it's so good. I've seen it like 100 times.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I'll watch
It's
it.
so good.
I'll watch it this week
Calm down
probably.
there, Ladybug. You brought the gun, right? No.
But is that his character's name or is that?
Well, no.
That's how he's credited on
It's
IMDb.
credited because you
Oh, he is.
find out his
Okay.
name.
Alright.
Yeah.
I was like, is
The
that just
only
something
way-
he gets called one time in the movie?
No, you don't ever find out
Okay.
his name.
Oh.
But Sandra Bullock is his handler, and she's only a voice. And she always calls him Ladybug. It's like, you got the package, right, Ladybug?
Is this
All
code
right,
name or
no,
whatever?
Ladybug.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, I have to put that on my list. I'll watch that this week. I
Okay.
forgot about that movie.
Willy Wonka, Victor Van Dort, Header Terrence Hightop.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yep. hmm
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that one too.
There you go, guys.
That's it.
That was
it?
Who's Your Zaddy? I only did 10 Zaddies.
Dang.
I could have done a list of 4.
I got none of them.
Jared wiped our asses with that.
Well, here's the final scores. In last place, we have Sean with 0.
And no one's surprised. Even trying to do
We have Chris with 4 points. Jared with 6.
Oh, Jared.
Jared won Who's Your Zaddy?
Yes, finally won a game.
Nice.
We go into his comic book room and he says pictures of all those guys on the wall.
Little hearts drawn around their heads.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, no, actually, our trophy's gonna just be a bunch of Zaddies.
I mean, they were all famous people. I was
Yeah.
I was expecting the way that like your wife was talking. I thought they were gonna be like random names, like random
No.
actors that we've never.
No, it's just, I mean, some of those were definitely,
You did a really good job of getting like random characters.
No
that were
problem.
like, oh my god. A lot of them were superheroes or have been in superhero movies.
Yeah.
We need to get Johnny
No,
Depp.
because people were mad that the people were mad that I didn't use Jason Momoa's. I didn't put Aquaman, but I'm like, I'm not
You
gonna
did.
do that.
You did.
You
Arthur?
did.
I
You
put
said-
Arthur Curry. No,
Yeah.
I mean like didn't put Aquaman. I put
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
name.
Well,
I mean,
that makes more sense
that
because
would make more sense because then we'd go, oh, Aquaman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have to actually think of their name.
Did you use?
It's like you did
Drago?
Stephen Strange and not.
Drago.
Yeah. What
For
did you
who?
use for him?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I used Minecraft, Baywatch, and Arthur.
The only one I knew was Arthur Curry.
Yeah.
I knew that's Aquaman. So
That stumped everyone. The Jason Momoa one only because
Yeah.
they didn't know Arthur Curry. And I'm like,
right,
we're gonna-
it makes it more sense that way.
That's why
You gotta know the
put it.
character's actual name, not the character's name. Anyways, nice.
that was a good game.
That was a good.
That was
game.
fun.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a lot different than I thought it was gonna be.
Well,
I really did
yeah.
think it was gonna be like these random like names that we've never heard of and like.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I kind of like blew it because I was like in the mindset I'm gonna try to have to think of names like of random actors who don't even know that the little kids watch, and I'm
That's
like,
cool.
and then he's like, she started saying the characters. I'm like, that's James Smith. Him? Is he really a Zaddy? Kids
Yeah.
know who he is.
Yeah.
He really doesn't do much. I mean, he was the president, yeah, and the one we just watched. That's in my top 5.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, I forgot to put my top 5 together. I'll put it together on the spot. I just realized that.
All
Totally
right.
forgot
Chris?
we were.
You want to start your game, or you guys want to?
Yeah. So with the
Or you wanna
superheroes
do-
coming out, again, the themes coming out. My game is dealing with the opposite of superheroes. It's the villains.
Ooh.
And as
That's
we
my
all
superhero.
As we all know, every
Mhm.
DC, I'm just doing DC and Marvel, have some great villains. And then, of
Not
course,
so great.
there's the not so great villains. And some of these villains you look at and go, that was a villain? And so my game is going to be villain or not a villain. I'm going to name you some DC and Marvel villains, and you have to tell me if it was an actual villain or is it someone I made up.
Okay.
There
Is it-
are actual... What?
Is it going to be from just shows and movies, or is it going to be
comic
comics?
books.
Just
Only
comic
comic
books. Okay.
Each
I was
of
gonna
them-
say,
each of
'cause,
them
yeah.
will have a little bio of who they fought, what their real names were.
Okay. I'll let you guys start because I will probably know a
because
lot
I
of
think
these.
he'll probably know a lot of them.
Are we doing
So-
well, if we're doing villain, no villain, are we just all going to answer and then...
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll do the back. We'll end with, so we'll start with Sean, go to Tasha, and basically we'll say yes, no, and
Or real
Sean-
or fake, right?
Yeah, real or fake.
Real or fake.
We'll do real or fake,
Like we did with the
And-
Hallmark game.
like we do with the Hallmark. And then Sean will give us, or not Sean, whoever that person is right there,
Jared.
Jared.
will give us the right answer.
Maybe.
Okay, so there is 6 of each.
Okay.
6 DC, 6 Marvel. I'm going to random up. I'm going to go through back and forth of each. So we'll start with the DC villain. The DC villain is called Crazy Quilt.
Crazy what?
Quilt.
Quilt.
Right?
Paul Deckler. This villain is known for his colorful costume and his hypnotic abilities. His name, though sounds like a character from a children's book, was a rather formidable foe. Sean.
I'm going to say... And what did you tell us what it's DC or Marvel?
It's DC.
DC has some weird ones. I'm going to say real.
I'm gonna say fake.
I actually don't know this one for sure. But it does sound like something DC would do, so I'm gonna say it's real.
It is real.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
real.
Who's villain is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me who he fought against when I found him. But
Sounds like a
I
Flash.
did see him
Like a
I was gonna
Flash,
say,
yeah.
But the photo I did find of him, he is with the Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of these people,
The Flash has the weirdest rogues
yeah, some of
gallery.
these people they did fight throughout, like other people's comics.
Yeah.
They went in back and forth. A lot of these are real early. Like
Mhm.
some of these will be, they can just go back to like the 50s. Some go in the 80s, the 90s. Some were like, oh my God, that would not stand up today. Some are very not PC.
that they can't use anymore.
that you can't
Yeah.
use anymore. Some are very like, you look at them and go, okay, they named this person because of what was going on at the time. And they're like, either they've changed their name to something new for the now times, or, you know, they just have faded into existence.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm a big Batman fan, and he has some weird villains too. Like in the Flash does. Like, yeah, they have some. DC likes having some really oddball villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one, but he might be on his list, so I'm not gonna say that.
So, Marvel villain. This is the slave trader.
Oh, okay.
His name is Jekyll. I'm not even going to. Jekyll Hire. He is an intergalactic slave trader, and he's confronted by the Silver Surfer.
I'm gonna say real because you had a hard time pronouncing it.
Real.
Fake.
It is fake.
Oh, you tried
Yes,
it.
I
You
made
played
up
the,
that. Yes.
Yeah, you played Natasha.
I
Well
played
done.
Natasha, and I made up that name. I just made up a fake, like, scientific name, and I made sure that when I picked the slave trader, I made him an intergalactic slave trader, not like a normal.
That was good.
All right,
You still keeping score?
we'll go to DC. All right. All right, next. Egg Fu. A giant sentient egg who is also a Chinese communist agent. This is a pretty bizarre concept all around, and the name is quite comical.
And who is it?
It's Egg Fu.
No, Marvel or DC?
Oh, DC.
DC?
I'm going back and forth, DC, Mark. So we're on DC now.
Let's say fake.
I want to say. I'm trying to think. Hold on.
If you said Marvel, I would
Fake.
say real because I was thinking like Captain
Fake.
America.
It is real. Egg Fu is a real character. And again, like I said, some of these are going to be like, ah.
Yeah.
Okay, Marvel.
Who do you fight?
It didn't say.
Oh,
Um,
Egg foo. It's terrible.
but
When you said communism, I was like,
it's DC, so I'm gonna say one of their Asian characters. Do we have any karate DC guys? I mean, those are mostly Marvel.
yeah,
Iron Fist, and
yeah.
so. Okay,
Yeah.
Marvel. Dr. Bong, the alias of Lester Verdi. He is a Marvel comic supervillain and an adversary of Howard the Duck.
I was gonna say weed. Sorry.
Wow.
Since it is Howard the Duck, I'm gonna say real.
I'm gonna say real.
I don't know. I'll switch it up with them. I'll go fake.
He is real. He is a
I've heard of
parody
him.
of Dr. Moreau, and Verdi once investigated reports of a music critic before becoming a supervillain. He wears a giant bell on his head, and when he attacks, he bongs it, and the sonic boom knocks everyone down.
Oh, you said
That's got to
Bong?
be from the
Dr.
60s.
Bong.
That's got to be 60s or 70s.
is it bad that I went straight to like the?
Well, yeah, so did I.
Okay.
I was like
That's why I thought he said when he said in association with Howard the Duck, I went weed.
Okay,
No? Okay.
The Fisherman,
Oh.
an Aquaman villain from the 60s.
That's all we get.
That's all you get.
Oh, okay. Say fake.
I think it's fake.
I haven't read any Aquaman. I'm gonna say fake.
He is real. He is a real.
I mean, it works, but it just seemed too on the nose. But oh well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's the thing.
He only lasted a few issues, and they cut him because he had an image problem. And that's what it said. I'm like, I know what kind of image problem would a fisherman have? I guess, when you're battling Aquaman, the fisherman.
He exposed himself.
He had an image problem, but what was that Oriental villain?
Yeah.
He did have one.
Okay. Marvel villain.
Okay.
Nose Candy. Cletus Jackson, local drug dealer who develops the power to make people high with a single touch. He battled the Dazzler in the 80s.
It sounds like it would be in Dazzler.
I'm going to say real.
I feel like it's fake.
Nose candy?
Nose Candy.
There's no. That's got to be fake.
It's fake.
It's fake.
Ah,
That's like the
But
character. The description sounds like something that
Would be in
would
the
be
Dazzler.
real.
And in the
That's the
Dazzler.
name. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's no way.
And in the
Yeah,
Dazzler.
because I went
And in
to Nose
Dazzler, yeah.
Candy.
All right, DC. The Calculator. Noah Cutler. While he's a genius villain and he appeared in various forms, the name Calculator itself does sound a bit bland and comical for a criminal mastermind.
Dude, give me your hiccups.
let's say fake.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go real.
It's real.
It's real.
Uh-huh.
I thought you'd know that one.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't 100% sure. I can't think. I mean, it's either It's either Flash or Batman.
It's Flash.
Yeah, I was gonna say Flash probably.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it just made me think because they have like Calendar Man and they have all these
Yeah.
like. Well,
That's
that might
why I
be
was
on your
almost like,
list,
I was like, it sounds like something like Batman or Flash. That's so funny. Like Batman and Flash have like some like the corniest villains.
Yeah, Flash for sure. He is.
Yeah.
Hey, Marvel. The Walrus. Hubert
Cuckoo.
Carpenter. A Spider-Man villain whose gimmick is being incredibly strong and fat. He is a foe to Spider-Man, and the name is somewhat silly.
So what I'm thinking is that it's fake because why would you have someone that's the same as
Okay.
Kingpin? Essentially, he sounds like he's Kingpin with a funnier name. I'm gonna say fake.
I'm gonna say it's real.
Real.
It is real. Did you know it was real?
Mm.
Yeah, it is real.
Not. I mean, maybe.
Spider-Man did it a lot. I mean,
Subconsciously.
you have Scorpion and Tarantula.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
They like to stay in a genre. Okay, we'll do two more.
I'm thinking about this game.
DC, the Demon Biker. This was Lars Lepun. Minor villain in the early 80s, caused havoc through multiple titles including Green Lantern and Superman.
I'm gonna say real.
What's the name again?
Did I not say
What's
it
the
out
name?
loud?
No.
Oh,
What's
the
the name?
Demon Biker.
fake.
Fake.
It is fake. I could try to like spoil it with his name of
It sounds.
Lars Lampoon.
It sounds like.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Sound like
Lobo.
a Ghost Rider or
It's
like.
Lobo.
Yeah. Lobo.
I was trying to come up with like a
Oh,
character
like Lobo. Yeah.
who does fight Superman and the Green Lantern. And all right, and then the final Marvel. This one is Turner D. Century, a time-traveling villain who uses old-fashioned technology and old-fashioned society norms. The name is clearly over the top.
Turn of the century, basically. Turner D century.
Turner D. Century.
I'm gonna say real.
Fake.
Fake.
It's real.
Hey, there we go. I got one.
Okay, you sure that's the end?
What? Who's? That's a real villain, though.
That's a real villain.
Should use that.
So that was
good.
villain. Real or fake?
For that
All right,
fun
so-
game.
I was
So,
saying, perfect.
Tasha?
Go ahead, Tasha.
What are the scores?
Yeah. So in last place is Sean with 3 points. He got 3 villains right. I am in second place with 5. Jared's in first place with 6. So Jared won. Jared did a
So I won
clean
2
sweep
games in a
this
row.
episode. Yeah.
Look at that.
Jared did a clean
I was closer than I
sweep.
thought it would be. Jared, I think Jared, I would have thought Jared would have gone more points on that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went. He got some deep cuts in there that were like
Deep cuts.
some of them were like we're in 1 or 2 issues and that was it.
Yeah.
So
That was it.
Yep.
yeah, but that was good. Did a good job of making them up.
Yeah. Some of them were so bad though.
Especially the slave trader.
Yes.
The slave
The slave
trader.
trader. Yeah,
Yes.
I thought you might throw like the condiment king or something like that.
Yeah,
in
the
there.
Condiment King. I almost picked him, but I knew you knew that one.
Yeah,
Because we've talked about him.
He was on Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Okay. We ready to get into our draft?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that
not a
sounds
draft.
fun.
It's
Is
a
it a draft?
draft.
I thought it was a
Yes,
bracket.
it's a draft.
It's a draft. It's not a bracket.
Oh my god, you never get this right.
You're,
No,
No.
it's not.
you're,
Sports
you're
inclined
drafting
person.
your team. You're drafting
Yeah.
your best superhero,
Our best
movies and
superhero
shows.
movies and shows.
All right,
Got it.
Let me pull up
And I'm going first.
the thing. Yeah, so we're gonna start our superhero movies and shows draft. So we're gonna have 4 rounds. We'll take turns picking our all-time favorites of movies and shows in the superhero genre. So we'll go Tasha first, Sean, me, and then Chris, and we're gonna do the snake draft. So
A snake
so-
draft.
so we'll go.
Is that where you
yeah,
eat the snake eats its own tail?
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Wow, that's an old school game.
Yeah. Nokia.
All right.
All right, so Tasha's first.
All right.
All right, so what are the rules? We're picking any superhero, TV, or movie.
DC or Marvel.
Correct. Or
DC
anything
or
else.
anyone, right?
It can be anything.
Anything else. It has to be a super.
So it could be like
Superhero.
Sky High.
It can be animated. It can be live action.
Wait, would you
Basically,
count
the only
Sky
thing is it
High
has
as
to.
one?
I don't know what that is.
Sky High, yes, you would count Sky High.
You don't
Yeah.
know what Sky
Yeah,
High
superheroes.
is?
Yeah,
No.
you
What
would
is
count
that?
Sky High.
Oh my
It's okay, so it was a really good
it's
movie.
not a comic.
It was about like a high school for superheroes.
Yeah.
It's got a really good cast too.
Oh.
Look it up.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be based on a comic. It can just be any superhero
Yeah.
movie or show.
Okay.
All right. So obviously, once the movie or show is picked, it is off the board. It can no longer be picked by anybody else. So it's one and done. So be Tasha, Sean, me, Chris, and then Chris will go again, and we'll go in reverse order until we've gone through all 4 rounds. So
Me first?
there's just a lot of background noise. Okay. All right, Tasha.
Okay.
Lead
Yeah.
us off with your first pick, please.
I'll take Lego Batman.
Lego Batman.
For your first pick,
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking Lego Batman.
What's wrong? What's
I
wrong
think
with
you
Lego
could've-
Batman?
I don't know if anybody else would have picked that, but okay.
I could have gone like,
All right.
I want
Wow.
Lego Batman. Give it to me.
All right.
Thank you.
Well,
Hey, it's your draft. You can do whatever you want. All
Yeah,
right.
it's my draft.
Sean?
So
thanks for giving me the obvious number 1 pick, which is the Dark Knight.
wait, that was on
That
my
is
list.
the obvious first pick.
All right, Chris.
It's you,
I'm last.
Jared.
Oh, it's me.
That's you, Jared.
Sorry. It is me. And I was going to pick The Dark Knight as my first pick, so now I can't
Of
do
course,
that, obviously.
if this is fantasy football, that's the obvious consensus number one pick is Dark Knight.
All right, so that
It's the
one's
obvious
gone.
one.
All right. Well, let's see. I will go with Endgame,
Smallville.
of
Oh
course.
my god.
Okay.
Okay.
And Chris, you get to pick again?
Hancock.
Are you serious right now?
Are you serious?
That's really what you
Hancock.
want?
Yes. Smallville and Hancock.
That movie's terrible.
Oh, you need help.
I love Hancock.
Yeah, the movie's awful.
Oh my god, that movie is amazing. Especially that scene when he's in prison and he's like, if you don't back off, your head is going up his ass. And then they get with
I'll
that
give
and
you-
he's like, ah! And you just hear it. All right, Jared, too. What? Wait, Sean
Wow.
wants to make a comment on my Hancock. Talk about my cock.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That second half of the movie makes that movie
Yeah,
horrible.
I was going to say.
First part of
it's
the movie
almost
good. Second half is awful.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's almost like two different movies. My second pick will be The Boys.
So also an obvious pick, Spider-Man 2.
Wait. Spider-Man 2 as in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with Octopus?
Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
What? Yes.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
best Spider-Man movie of all
Yeah.
time. Yes.
That was
Spider-Man
good.
2.
Disagree, but okay.
Sean and
That
I
was
have
a good
the same,
one.
Sean and I have the same list, I think, because that was going to be probably my next one.
Because we have good taste.
Yeah.
You wish.
All right. Tasha, back to you.
I'll take WandaVision.
All right. And Tasha, you get to
All right.
pick again.
Wait, how many picks do I get?
5, right? 5?
4. We're doing 4.
4.
Or
4.
we can do, probably 4.
This is your last pick.
We'll see.
4 is good.
No.
I think 4's
No,
good.
this is the third round, so she gets 2 more.
Right.
I hate this movie, but it's
So you
fan
have
favorite.
Lego Batman and WandaVision so far.
I'll take the Batman.
I thought you hated that movie. Why are you picking it?
I do, but people like it.
Then why are you picking it?
She wants to, because she wants the ones that people are going to pick her thing for.
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Okay.
Wait, you're drafting
All right,
first
Sean.
team.
Who's gone? Who's gone?
Yeah,
Okay.
Spider-Man.
I'm going to pick. I know it's all movies, but you guys are giving me a good one. So Iron Man,
The first
the
one?
original Iron Man. Yeah, the first one.
All right.
That
The
is a
best
good one. I do like this how the second one goes right into from right at the end of the first one. It goes right into that. There's no lag. All right, Jared.
My third pick is Batman 1989, Michael Keaton.
Was
Still
mine,
one tonight.
bastard.
Well, you could have picked it, but you picked Hancock. So
Yeah, I like
you only
Hancock.
have
Right.
yourself to blame. So that's all I can say about that. But anyway,
Okay, Forrest.
you're up.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I gotta say about that.
For my third pick, I'm going to pick, Mom always said, pick Deadpool and Wolverine.
No!
I'm surprised it took
Well, you
that
should have
long to
picked
get
that
that one.
earlier. Yeah, should have picked that earlier.
Okay. And your last pick, Chris.
I'm going to do your right before Endgame, Avengers Infinity War.
Okay. My last pick, just had it. What is it? My last pick is going to be Deadpool #1. Deadpool.
I'm actually
Alright.
surprised you didn't pick a Superman, Jared.
I know. I did. I picked Smallville.
None of the Superman movies are that good. I watched the first Superman from 1978. It's horrible last night. That movie is the worst.
Okay, again, for 1978, it was amazing.
Yeah, yeah. You would know. I wasn't born yet, but I'm
I
sure it
heard.
was great.
I heard.
I'm sure it was great when you saw it in the theater when you were 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Took my
But,
date to the drive-in.
But yeah, I watched it last night. It's not good. Anyways, I'm more of a Batman fan than Superman. So, but
I am too.
all right.
I'm gonna
Last
take
pick.
Daredevil, the TV show. Daredevil, the TV show.
Okay.
Reborn or the original.
They're the same. Okay, original. If we're at the pick, it's the original, but I consider them all the same.
No, you have to choose one.
Yeah.
So you want the
They're
original?
actually different in you guys' mind.
Yes.
Okay, it's the first. If I had to pick, it's the first
Yeah,
one on Netflix.
Because they did start with season 1 when they rebranded it.
When they reborn.
Technically, huh? What?
Okay, fine. So the
I
one
just
on
said what you
Netflix-
said. The Netflix, the new one on Disney is the season 1.
Season 1. Yeah. All right. So he said the original 3 seasons. All right. And
Yes.
Tasha, your last pick.
I'm in between two. I think I'll take Spider-Man No Way Home.
That's a good pick.
It was between
Yep.
that and
That
Age
gives
of Ultron.
you the mix of Tobey Maguire and Andrew McCarthy. Andrew
Garfield?
All right.
Field. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was our superhero draft or movie superhero movie and show draft. So to recap, Tasha, the number one pick of all time, her best favorite movie is Lego Batman. She had every movie in the entire universe to pick, and that's what. But okay. So Lego Batman, WandaVision, The Batman, and Spider-Man No Way Home was Tasha's. Sean had The Dark Knight, Spider-Man 2, Iron Man, and Daredevil, the original season. And I'm
going to say I'm the winner.
Yeah, that was some good picks. Yeah, two of mine. So, Jared, I had Endgame, The Boys, Batman 1989, and Deadpool. Chris, Smallville, Hancock.
The winner.
Deadpool, Wolverine, and Infinity War. That was our draft.
The winner. Wow. That was the winner. Well, it's going to be the underdog. It's going to be the one where, like, because you're going to get. See, the thing is now everyone, as we're going to tell you, go to our site. Everyone's going to post it. You have to vote on it. Everyone's going to be. You're going to get all the non-comic book fans who are going to see Hancock and, well, Deadpool and Wolverine, and they're just going to vote for mine.
They're going to see Hancock and go, "What's that movie?"
Yeah, they're gonna see.
No
They're
one
going to
knows
go,
that movie.
"It's a great Will Smith movie."
What is that?
That Will Smith movie with Charlize Theron.
They're gonna ask what that movie is.
Yeah, they're not going to know.
Wow. All right. So we'll see. We'll leave it up to the internet to decide who the winner is.
Internets.
Yeah.
We'll leave it up to the internets.
Yep.
This was a fantasy football draft. You guys just handed me the title.
No,
Like-
I didn't.
I don't.
You guys let me have some of the best movies of all time, let alone superhero movies.
I don't know about that.
Well, I didn't let you have because I was the last pick. So even if when my picks weren't like mocked by you guys, I wouldn't have been able to get the Dark Knight because you were before me.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was gonna pick it first.
I was
as well,
surprised
so.
if there was. I was trying to think: is there any besides Smallville any good Superman? And there's really not. Lois and Clark was
Lois and Clark, the new Superman and Lois.
Yeah, I did
It's
like
on
that
there.
show. No one picked any of the CW stuff.
No, I had the Flash
liked
on my
what?
list,
I
but
like the Man of Steel.
Riverdale
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Man of Steel's not awful.
I gotta rewatch
What did you just say?
the Man of Steel.
Riverdale doesn't count. Or The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. But they aren't superheroes.
No,
They're comic books.
based on comics,
Yeah.
but not superheroes. All right, cool. All right, so go to our website.
Our
website.
Instagram?
Oh boy, what I just aged myself there. Go to our Instagram and go to Tasha's Instagram. Go to Hardcover Hideout, Hardcover_Hideout. Go to What's My Lane Again, and then go to Sean Olson. He is not. You can delete that out. He doesn't have Instagram.
Or you can
Tasha,
go
you
to-
have it right.
What?
You're going to post it on yours.
I post on mine, yeah.
Jared's going to post it on his. I'll post it on mine.
Yeah, we all post on ours except for Sean.
And we'll count up all the votes. And the next time we, couple episodes later, we'll tell you what the results were.
Yeah, Tasha will tell you your results.
Tell you how Chris won
Sure.
because of Hancock.
No, you're gonna be dead last.
No.
Did we talk about, I mean, we could cut this if we did. Did we talk about Shaq taking over in the DC?
No,
No, we didn't get to
we
that.
did not.
So before we leave, it's been announced apparently a couple weeks ago. How long ago did we miss it?
It was around the mid-May,
It's only
and
a
now we're
week.
at the beginning of
Yeah,
June.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I saw May 14th was when it was first announced.
That Shaq is now part of the creative team at DC, who will be part of the new DCU.
He's a
DCMU?
co-CEO.
DCCU?
DCU.
CU.
Yeah,
DC,
because
but that doesn't make sense.
DC Universe.
DC, isn't it the DC Cinematic Universe?
No.
DCCU.
No. It was DCEU, which was
No.
the DC Entertainment Universe. And then when
No.
James Gunn took over, now it's just DCU. So Shaq is the co-CEO with Peter Safran and James Gunn running DC. So we'll probably see
Does that
Shaq.
mean we're going to get a Steel movie?
No, but now Shaq's going to be like the new Stan Lee and do a cameo in every movie.
A cameo in every movie?
Right?
Yeah. He's gonna
My
you
God.
just wait to
I
see
mean-
where
That'd be great.
where's
Like,
Shaq
don't give
gonna
him
show up.
lines. Just have him like behind the scenes. Just walks behind the camera. He has
Yeah.
no lines or anything. He's just a person who gets off a bus.
Right,
He'll
exactly.
be like- Was that Shaq?
He's hard to mistake or hard to miss.
So how much input do you think he actually has?
Well, apparently he's a co-CEO with the three of them, so they all have the same pull. He's not like
Just a
like
pull.
a pull. Okay, I don't know why that's fun, but pull.
And you wonder why you chose Hancock.
Hancock.
So we'll see. But now we're probably gonna get Steel 2, the sequel to his movie.
Steel 2?
We'll get Steel 2 now.
That would be awesome.
That was in his contract. I'll do it, but we have to do Steel 2.
Yeah, I'll do it, but I want to Steel 2. Did you ever see Steel? It's such a good movie.
When it came out.
Surprised no one picked that for this
Right.
movie.
But you know what, though? It's better than Hancock.
Oh, no. We'll see. We'll see. All right.
All right.
Well, that was a great episode.
That was a great episode.
Episode 11.
Yeah.
Tasha, take it away.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at What's My Lane Again, all one word, and our friends over at hardcover_hideout. Don't forget to rate and comment on whatever platform you are listening on. We are also on YouTube at What's My Lane Again. We may have some videos coming soon. See you next episode when we ask, What's my lane again?
Completely unqualified pop culture opinion.